All right, today we're covering systems of inequalities. Systems of inequalities. So, when they give us the equations and they look like this just means I want you to graph both inequalities. So we're going to separate them, and we're still going to do the same thing that we've been doing. I need you to identify the slope, the y-intercept, if it's dashed or solid, if I'm shading up or down. Every time you graph an inequality, I want those four things listed under the equation. And of course, before you can even do that, we have to get the equation to y-intercept form, okay? So we're going to do, let's start with the first inequality, which is y, oops, didn't mean to do that, which is y is less than or equal to 2x plus 3. What is our m? Brianne?
2.
And what's my b, Brianne? 3. And will this be solid or dashed? It will be solid. And will I shade up or down?
Shade down.
Good. I want all four of those things listed. Solid. And we are shading down. Now, how do I know that? I always read from the y. So whatever's touching that y when y is alone, y is less than, that means I shade down. If y is greater than, I shade up. So I'm starting at the b, which is 3, and then I'm going to go up 2, right 1. Up 2, or go negative 2, negative 1. Negative 2, negative 1. Right? We can do negative 2, negative 1. And we said it's going to be solid. So we'll draw the line. And then we said we were going to shade down. Now, what do I mean by down? If go to your y-intercept. So if this is the y-intercept right here, that side, where is below that? It would be here, and so anything that's attached to that. Do you understand that? What I'm saying? Now I have colored pencils here. You are welcome to use them. Do not use them in the sharpener. I have manual sharpeners right here. But you will need 2 colors. Okay. Questions? Okay, now for the second equation. The second equation. What must I do first? How about Julia?
Divide by 2.
Right? Divide by 2, all terms. I don't like the way they do it. I like to divide all terms. Whoops. By 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. And what do we end up with?
Y is greater than 1 half x minus.
Okay, what do I need to identify out of there? Yep. Okay, what is my slope? And my b is negative 1. Is this going to be solid or dashed, Julia? And will I, it'll be dashed, and will I shade up or down? Right, because y is greater than. Greater than, that point of intersection, greater than would be up. So I'm starting at negative 1, and we are going up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Down 1, I could do negative 1 over negative 2. And then you said it was going to be dashed, so I could just kind of do this. Now, we have, we're shading up. So Now, the solution to the system is where? Where is the solution to the system? I really should have used a different color. Where is the solution to the system, guys? Yeah.
Where there are two colors?
Where there are two colors, and I want you to put an arrow and say solution. Does that make sense? That means any point in this area, this point, this point, this point, any point in this area is an ordered pair that will work in this inequality and this inequality. Does that make sense? Okay, so I want you to make sure and label. Now, there's a couple different ways we can do this. We can shade where we're using two different colors. My suggestion is you use opposite colors, like orange and blue. Don't use orange and red, because sometimes that's really hard to see where the double shading is. The other thing you can do is, let me get rid of this. You can use lines. So, like, let's say I decide that I'm going to do, let's say I can do this. I can go like this. Okay, I can do that. And then I can do, this one is going to be, and then you can see where the pattern is, where the double lines are. So that's another way to do it if you don't have two different color pens. Does that make sense? All right, you ready to try it on your own? Okay, so let's go into the next one. Pause the recording and you try the next one on your own. All right, now check your work. Let's look at the first one. Our M is 3, our B is -2. It is a solid line and we are shading up. On the second line, our M is -2/3 and our B is 2, and we are shading up or down? Down. And will it be solid or dashed? Dashed. So we're making a dashed line, and then we are shading up, down, and so it should have been, if I divide this into 4 quadrants, the left bottom quadrant. Okay, questions? Anybody else? Who else got the shading wrong?
I did, but then I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
Because I did solid and dash. I switched it up.
Okay. All right. Let's try the next one. Go.